Is it playing? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, obviously, people, I'm back again, man, with my friend. What do you call you again? Yeah, we just call him D, man. As you can see, you can't see his face. Just call him D. He's not with the baiting up thing. But yeah, I went to school with him. Unfortunately, he's a Spurs fan, but I don't always agree with everyone's life choices. But he's still my guy, innit? But yeah, obviously Arsenal beat Spurs 40. We gotta speak about this, boy. You said we would not lose to you. Like, what happened, boy? 4 goals, all from wide positions as well.
Yeah, it's not like that, man.
What you feeling on the game, Carl? You weren't even in the country. You was watching this from some foreign location in a foreign cafe and everything there. Like, what do you even feel about the game? Like, what's your opinions?
I thought it was going well. It was going well. First half, it was all pattern. I didn't even think you guys didn't start off well.
I clearly started off well as well. First 10, 20.
We started off well, putting pressure on us, but I thought defensively we was pattern. We was looking strong. Normally, like,
weathered the storm.
Yeah, normally Foy starts off like making bad passes. He looked strong. Like, he was like passing well. Vertonghen looked okay. We were doing the right, playing out from the back. We was doing well. Conceded a goal, obviously stupid mistake from Vertonghen. I don't understand that.
To be fair, it come from Loris because we forced you lot to play long balls because I feel like at times we didn't necessarily have quality on the ball, but I felt what helped us is your players, the ones in midfield excluding Eriksen, they're not the best on the ball, they're not the most expansive, and because of the way we're playing to limit your space and press them, they didn't want it anyway. So I think that helped us to a degree. I think Kane looked tired as well, I won't lie to you, because it looked like Kane and Dele/Son were at times trying to press as a 2. They both kind of look tired, and like
Kane looked tired the whole season though, so
I don't think
that's even an excuse, because I think that's how he plays now. Even when he plays for England, like, he's just on that Bale flex where he can just turn up, make a goal any moment. But I think that's not really an excuse from Kane.
You don't feel you man need I wouldn't say another world class striker or top class striker, but like a Paco or United's Hernandez, someone that can step up or step in. Obviously, they're not the same level, but
I thought we would go for someone like Batshuayi, like
Chelsea wants Chelsea, but that's the angle. Yeah, that's the angle I'm getting.
Like Origi, like a worker sort of
someone
person
that can just come in
that can ball play as well. Because like with Kane, he's a ball player striker.
Like he drops
well.
deep
in that, but we also need someone else with a different
someone gives you something else in it.
Because if we bring on Llorente, that's just a target man.
Target man, essentially.
Yeah, we need someone that can make runs behind and lose a marker, a bit more threat in the box. Like Kane is a poacher in the threat in the box, but he likes to create his own chances.
So at times it costs you a lot, innit? And if Dele's not running behind,
if
then
Dele's not up for it, then Son's not up for it. We don't have no one that poaching. From
a tactical point of view, where do you think you lost the game? Because I don't feel Poch thought we'd play 3 at the back, and I think he was slow to react to that.
I don't think it was that, because we went into the second half, and I don't think he thought that you could ever get back into the game.
Yeah, that first 5 you lot were on top of us.
Yeah, because second half, I thought first 5, and he changed it too late, which has happened a lot this season as well. He changes the formation too late. He changes the players too late. We was clearly seeing we was getting over on the midfielders, putting pressure on us, and we was getting pressed back. Our defensive line went a lot deeper than it was like the first half, and then you can see that the pressure of Arsenal was coming. I thought he would put Harry Winks on, like put extra midfield in there. Like I thought he'd do something, or stretch you guys by putting on Lucas Moura, but he just did it too late.
Too late, innit?
Too late before, like, he just changed after stuff happened.
Who's the best and worst players for Spurs? If you can find any good ones, because for me, I'll probably say the worst probably is probably either Vertonghen and Dele Alli for the second half.
Vertonghen's been like
maybe 4.
He forced him out. He forced him back from injury.
Yeah, he forced him. I don't know why Toby lets Toby sit on the bench like we were speaking before. Like we were speaking about Rose. I'm not a Spurs fan, so I don't follow it religiously. So I don't know if Rose should have started. But I look at Rose. I look at, like you said earlier, the North London derby. He's gassed. He's done it against Arsenal before. Like he's gassed.
I think all I wanted to do was maybe put a 3 at the back, maybe earlier in the game. He could have brought on
extra man in midfield.
Yeah, or just during the game, just drop Dyer into the centre back, just to help out them man.
But so he did that.
Yeah, but it wasn't what
you wanted to see.
It wasn't a set thing. Like it was.
I feel Son had a shit game. I can't even lie to you. He made some good runs in midfield. Like in my review, I spoke about. He made some good runs off our midfield that we didn't take advantage of. And obviously, whether legitly or not, he earned the penalty. But considering how he played against Chelsea, he weren't at it. From a Spurs fan watching it, what would you say best and worst for Arsenal?
Best and worst for Arsenal?
In terms of players, and I don't know if you got comments on our tactical approach or not, but yeah.
I respect like the heart and desire from Arsenal from this game, because I couldn't see that coming from you lot, to be honest. Like most teams 2-1 down second or 60th minute, they're gonna force it, but like you guys actually tried, it was weird.
I feel in the first half, on that topic of forcing, I feel in the first half, you see after the little scruff when it took like 40 seconds for us to concede 2, I felt we was panicking, like we were just trying to get it forward.
Yeah.
We was panicking.
But I thought that was a good decision from Emery to make two changes at half time.
Yeah.
And I think if he didn't make that, then it would have got into your players' heads a bit that we might lose this game.
We might lose. It's the loser mentality sort of thing. Like Wenger would have brought on Lacazette in the 61st minute. I think I stopped myself in the game and I was preying it like that.
But I thought you guys had a way better plan B than us. You had Lacazette on the bench. You had players to come on.
Obviously, Ramsey came on and grabbed the assist.
Well, Spurs didn't. Spurs didn't have any that crucial.
True. But you brought on Mora,
change.
but again, ultimately, it didn't happen.
Yeah, again, more is. I don't know. He's like Son. They're on and off players.
Who's been your best and worst players for Spurs in general? Because I'd say this season, obviously Kane's probably goal scoring wise, he's there. I'd probably give Sissoko up there. Just to mention. I like Davinson Sanchez. So I'm always going to be biased to him, but excluding that, who would you be saying?
Davinson Sanchez.
Yeah. No. Spurs, man. Like, who's been your best players for Spurs? Like performers and that. This season. Because I'll say Kane, Sissoko.
Definitely Sissoko. Sissoko's changed in the last couple of weeks. He's
clicked in his head, didn't it? Yeah.
It's clicked in his head that he has to just perform, do something. Even though he hasn't got the ability that everyone's seen, he's got the ability. Put your heart down, make tackles, work hard, run about. That's what we want to see.
That's what we want to see.
That's what we want to see.
I can't lie. Do you think it sounds like a mad shout? And I know City are playing Watford in a bit, but I can't lie. I'm gonna start screaming Raheem Sterling PFA, boy.
You can do it.
Like what?
But yeah, all you should do is maintain them stats. It's always been that from Raheem Sterling. It's all about the end result, because he's a good player. People can see that he still needs to develop, but. That's like a lot of players, but he just needs them stats at the end of the day.
He's affecting games on our madness. What he's got 8 at this moment in time, because they're not playing against Watford. I don't even know if he's playing. They got 8 goals. He's got 8 goals. I don't think he'll get the top goal scorer, but if they win it again, you don't know, man. Do you see the Ballon d'Or thing?
No, I didn't see. I saw the result.
Messi came 5th, boy.
Yeah, Messi came 5th.
That's acting. I mean, some I love Messi, as you know, but some people take it over the top, like it's a divine right that Messi should be given everything. But 5th is a joke. Like,
you think it's a joke?
5th's a joke. What, domestic double? He's still got mad numbers. Obviously, he didn't win champs, so I'm not saying to win it.
I still think there's definitely place for other players to be there. Mbappe needed to be up there.
I think Griezmann's cool. I think Modric's cool.
Ronaldo needs to be up there.
Yeah, I think Ronaldo's up there.
So 5th is logical.
Wait. Do you say 3 or 4 names there?
5. I've said.
Wait. In no order. What you said? Ronaldo. You said Griezmann. You said Mbappe.
Yeah.
What you said? What? Did you say one more?
I don't know.
Ronaldo, Mbappe, Griezmann,
Messi.
Now, Messi should be 4th then. And then
who else is there?
Modric deserves. Modric deserves it. I can't lie, because
that's 5 players.
Some people are trying to rub him. He had a good champs. Definitely a good champs. Good at the World Cup. The Nigeria game? I swear it was Argentina as well. He ripped them. I could be wrong, but
Messi.
No, Modric.
Oh yeah.
Modric. I don't know, man. He deserves it on one hand, but on the other, like, I don't know. Do you think they should get rid of these things, anyways?
Yeah, I don't know how they're voting for this, man.
It's journalism.
Another thing. Why was Firmino on the list?
Firmino's on the list.
Why was he there?
Wait, in what? Do you know what number?
He was.
What is
he
it?
was
The top
toward
20?
the bottom.
Was it the top 20 players?
It's top 20, but it's not top 20 players. It's like how they rank.
Oh yeah, it's like 20 and then 50 and 100 and stuff like that.
It's that 20th ranking is weird. Like
yeah, he shouldn't be in that.
He shouldn't be there, man.
They'll point to him being part of a side that got champs, but boy,
it's nice to see Kane there, boy. He was up there.
What was Torreira there? Because you know Torreira's world class now, isn't it?
But your man there, yours was there.
That's acting. Because Lloris even messed up at the World Cup. In the very same final, he managed to make errors. Like, history won't remember any of this are actually things that need to be remembered.
I think seeing on the list, he had no points anyway, so I don't think anyone voted for him. But he was still up there. He's
still there. Still something to tell the kids and that way. Who you man got next? After this game, 'cause obviously you're playing Leicester. You list think you get top 4?
Is it Leicester? No, who's they playing tomorrow? It's not Leicester. No, Leicester's on Saturday.
You going to play tomorrow?
We're playing someone tomorrow. You got Leicester Saturday. Who playing tomorrow?
It's probably Burnley or something.
I don't know who playing tomorrow.
I know we got Huddersfield on Saturday away. That's going to be long, man. We should win that, but they're playing in decent form. We've got United If my team is serious, we need to get 4 points minimum, including the Spurs thing. 4 points. Now, right now, it's the best time to play United. It's the best time. The form and them things there is
But
atrocious.
you say you're always nervous playing United.
I am. When last did we win at Manchester United away from home?
Well,
For me, no.
It's not as strong. But
Yeah, no, but Dale, what you need to remember is that we hate each other. And I personally believe the form is disregarded. Whether one team's flying high and the other team's not, it's
Yeah,
disregarded.
but Fergie's gone. Wenger's gone.
Fergie's
I don't
gone.
think none of this history is.
No, but for me, it's the United players now, because they've not had a good result in how long. They actually need to prove that they're United players, prove it to the fans. Forget Jose for a minute, prove that. What better game than to do this? So that's from United. From an Arsenal fans perspective, good result against Spurs. Can't get complacent, but good result. If we want to be serious about the top 4, you have to get something positive. And there's no better time to play this United team. Like he said, they're dead now. Palace got something to get. Whether they've won, whether teams won, lost or drawn there, they've frustrated United. They don't really create too many chances. Like, it's true, man. But I would love 4 points, including the game we've just played. Like 4 points, that's cool, because technically you lot can still move above us. We still beat you lot, but yeah,
the league position is mad.
it's exciting though. Like for me, no, because
It's good to go into the Christmas period because anything can happen in these short games.
no, because we spoke about it in like August when the season started. I said for me personally, if Arsenal could get out in November and make it towards early New Year, still in amongst the mathematical, realistic shout of top 4, I'll be optimistic. And I can't lie, I still think we're not gonna get top 4, but I'm believing a bit more. Like Unai Emery is showing me things to believe in. Like I don't feel we're perfect. I don't feel we've played if anything, because of the context, I'll say, alright, cool. On the scheme of things, the Spurs game is perfect. But like we saw, we broke down. There was minutes when we fucked up. On a different day, we don't walk away with 3 points. I might sound pessimistic and things, but we need to think about these things. Like, I'm yet to really see a perfect performance from us. I don't really think you can have one, so I might be being a bit harsh. But even games we've won, Spurs, Fulham, Cardiff, even a point against Liverpool. There's many games where we've come back and we've shown good fight on one hand, but on the other, on another day, these things come back to haunt us. I wouldn't say we're riding our luck, because even though we've had a decent November, people are forgetting we drew against Liverpool. That's a cool result. And then who else did Arsenal draw against? Wolves and someone else, innit? Palace. Did Arsenal beat? I don't know. It's bad. Did Arsenal beat Bournemouth or did we draw?
You beat Bournemouth.
Right, we beat Bournemouth, fair play. But even the Bournemouth game, like every game is telling a story, and that's what I was saying in my preview. Even Arsenal and Spurs, like Spurs haven't signed a player, and statistically they're having one of their best starts of the season. Spurs fans should be gassed about that. But when you look at the games that they've won or maybe lost or whatever, they're not really playing sick. Like the stats aren't showing it. Obviously,
Like Liverpool, really.
yeah, Liverpool are getting away with a lot. Like you look at the Fulham result. You look at the game against Everton, it's late goals. At the end of the day,
Look at the Champions League performances.
exactly, especially away from home. Do you know what it is? Like, on one hand, you can't always play perfect. It's just about getting points. But on the other, apart from City, who's really playing sick? Because even when Chelsea didn't lose a game, we was all saying Chelsea look sick.
You
But
say City plays sick, but even them Champions League away against
Yeah,
Leon,
yeah.
they were suspect.
it's true, but Leon got 4 points off them. But yeah, like you, I say City because like they just look a class above everyone else. Nobody, like you said against Liverpool, Liverpool don't really look sick. Chelsea, even at the start of the season, we were saying they're playing good football, they're popping it, but defensively, they're looking like they're gonna give a few goals away, or you can score against this side. Like even when they beat us, but it's like I don't feel anyone 30. City looks like it's scary what City could achieve. Like mathematically, they can still better last season, right? Innit?
They can still
Better what they did last season in terms of Premier League.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going undefeated? Real talk.
I don't want them to. I really don't want
Yeah, I don't want to from an Arsenal fans' perspective, but boy, it's said every year until they lose, but the squad.
I don't know, man. If they could strengthen their squad in January.
This is what I'm saying, and how do you even do that?
They will.
Squad.
They'll find someone.
For me, it's scary because the squad, the personnel, the tactic. Like, how do you beat that City side? Like, how? For me, I actually think you have to play 3 at the back to beat Manchester City.
I think like De Bruyne is not even playing.
He's
back.
not even back.
He's not even back to his best.
They
yet.
even messed up his return because I swear he returned back from injury only to get injured again. They're messing about with players.
They're still elite.
And they're still elite.
No one's
Like,
even noticed.
they're still elite. No, but why do you think they? I wouldn't say they flopped in the champs because obviously, like it is what it is. But you look at the even Hoffenheim took them to the break in the champs. Like you said, Leon gave them a game, 4 points. Leon took 4 points off them. Do you think it's a European thing? Like these European coaches and clubs, because they're typically, I don't know, spending less money, less personnel. Typically, they can't beat PSG realistically 9 times out of 10. They have to be a bit smarter, a bit diverse the tactics or a bit reactive versus top 6. We more or less don't have to change our sides, and we would comfortably finish in the top 6.
Yeah, it's probably the aspect of like Man City players have seen you see week in week out how Premier League sides play, and that when you're playing Europe, you don't know how the team's gonna come out and attack you.
That's the thing, yeah.
And you have, maybe it's just the preparation for the game as well is not quite there.
Because it's baffling for me, because like you just said with preparation, like Pep Guardiola is a meticulous planner. Like he knows probably more about the Lyon players than they do themselves. Like, so for them to still, obviously it's not all tactics. The game's the game. If you watched it, you see certain things that happen. But it's just weird. Carla, who do you think is gonna be the first guy at champs? Because whichever one that joins Europa League, I'm onto you lot. Like,
it's probably us. But I've said this last time.
I don't know.
What you think we're gonna beat? Barcelona, and then
it's a snowball's chance in hell, but never say never. Like, you can never, like, I'll be lying to you.
And then PSV beat Inter. We need both of them.
Oh, you need PSV to beat Inter?
We need both of them things to happen.
You can get a DVD now, but as for that, I don't know.
Man.
I don't know.
Liverpool's in a sticky situation as well, isn't it?
That's a sticky one still.
Is Liverpool in the same situation as us?
Liverpool's one's mad because the guy was explaining it. I couldn't keep up. He said they can win 2-0, they can win 2-1, they can lose 2-1, they can do this and still go out. He said bad shit. Like, they're still freak. Like, they said they can. They said it's not in their hands. Basically, that's the only thing I took. He said they can win and they still can go out. So it's not in your hands then. Like, it's in Napoli's and PSG's hands. I see Napoli pulling slight upset. Because no one like.
Napoli, yeah.
What they got to lose, and they've done dirt slightly. What?
Yeah, Napoli can beat Liverpool.
Yeah, PSG got red star.